Welcome, John Murphy from the Citrus County Chronicle. I'm here with Galen Spinka, the owner of Comfort Keepers in Inverness, and we're going to dig deep into really a local healthcare crisis. You know, Galen, we have as a community experiencing employee problems in a lot of industries, right? There's a lot of industries that are suffering because they don't have employees to serve the need, right?
Absolutely. Look around. Help wanted everywhere.
Yeah. How is that impacting your business?
Well, we're impacted a little differently in that we can't get employees either, but that part is just like everybody else. What the real impact is on the community. Try to get help today, and you'll go from company to company and no help is available. Nobody has any employees. If you do get help, maybe a company took on too many clients and they're giving substandard service.
So it's not a matter of the demand is there for your services, right? Whether it be you or other folks in your industry, but what everybody's suffering from, it sounds like, is just not having those qualified employees to be able to provide those services.
Correct, that's it. There's just nobody's applying for the job. The people exist, they're not applying for the job.
So how do we change that? How do we change that trajectory?
Well, there's a couple of problems here. Number one, this job, when you're working in somebody's home, is unsupervised. And the young people today, a lot of them, they don't have a good employment history. And so therefore, when their first job is unsupervised, they don't do well.
So on this end of the spectrum, we have those either fresh out of school or folks that are just kind of entering the industry, maybe don't meet the need because, as you said, I'm going to send my care worker into a home and I want to make sure that they have all of the skills necessary to meet my client's needs, right?
Yeah, things like cooking and, not
Yeah,
to jump on your thing, but things like skills, just basic skills like cleaning and cooking.
What are you talking about? Listen, I made a mean ramen in college.
Yeah, and a lot of people do, and cereal. Oh man, cereal is awesome.
So that's that end of the spectrum. Is there opportunity maybe at the other end of the spectrum of the employee workforce? Are there maybe older folks that is maybe a resource that could be helping to fill this need in our community?
Seniors in my industry really want to be taking care of seniors. They don't have a lot of confidence in people that are 20, 30 years old. You know, face it, when you're 80, 90 years old, you look at a 20-year-old as a kid. They actually enjoy being taken care of by seniors. And so I'm talking about the over 65 crowd. I mean, these people work out phenomenally taking care of seniors.
And there's probably some relatability too, right? As you mentioned, well, if I'm a 20-something, I'm seeing that as my great-grandson, not somebody I can relate with.
Well, and that's correct. I mean, you have nothing in common. When you're in the 20s, face it, when a 20-year-old goes to visit their grandfather or whatever, there's not a whole lot of commonality there.
So older folks, there's probably some real personal satisfaction for them too, right? To get either back in the workforce or to really feel that they're needed because now they're back providing joy to others, which in turn probably is providing joy to them, right?
Well, you know what? It goes deeper than that, John. It's a science thing, okay? Now, your body releases endorphins when you do something good. Well, if you help the community, the amount of endorphins your brain releases is phenomenal. And so that becomes almost addictive. I'm a good example. I'm 73 years old. Why am I still working? Well, my hobby is helping people start businesses. Why? Well, they get something out of it, but I get more out of it than they do. I get a good feeling. And when they become successful, then I really feel good. This is where I believe a lot of people retired. And it's okay retiring and watching TV, maybe you golf, maybe you have hobbies, and that's fine. But doing something for yourself releases a couple of endorphins. So if you want to really get back and enjoy life, the way to do that is to release these endorphins, and you can do that by helping other people.
That's a great way to phrase it, right? So do that, right? Bring joy back to your life, bring some meaning to yourself, help solve this community crisis that we're all suffering from, and get on board, whether it be with you and your organization at Comfort Keepers, or as you mentioned, even those volunteer opportunities to help bring joy back into your life to get you to be a participating member of our local society.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And honestly, it would help solve a major problem. And whether Whether it's volunteering or getting into senior care, it's just doing something.
Okay. So for the folks that are watching, what do you think are the next steps? What can they do to kind of take action today?
Number one, if you have any CNA background or whatever, that's a plus. If you don't have that, the training programs are a must, and this is what makes us different, is we train our employees. So don't worry about the training, we got that.
So if you are the best of the best and you're feeling motivated, reach out to our friends at Comfort Keepers. Go ahead and call them, email, check out their website. They'd love to talk to you today.